Hello, and happy Friday, everyone. How are you all doing on this fine day? I'd throw on the stream and we'll do a little bit of Shaman leveling. I've been carrying on a bunch since, I think the last stream was on Tuesday. So yeah, I've been carrying on with it a little bit, working our way towards getting everything to 25. Because yeah, the patch day is creeping up on us a little bit. Let's flip this over here. Actually, where's the music? Music? Hello? It'll catch up. Hello. How are we all doing today? See, I'm here in Tarren Mill with the lovely undead people. You know, I'm just reading my speech here, getting ready for the stream and everything. Obviously, you know, lovely fittings around this area. Very nice. But how is everyone doing? Dirk Turk, yo, what's up? Yota, how you doing? Means of production. Getting Shamanistic Rage early is key. Yep, don't have that one, and I'm getting close to 25, so yeah, I'll get that at some point. W player, rock is double dipping, is it? I did not know about that. And Rocket as well, welcome. Yo, Robin as well, not Orc. I went with the troll. And Dongabana as well. How are you doing today? And Kaon as well. I'm doing pretty good this fine evening. Well, it's not quite evening for me, but it's getting there. Early afternoon. So we're definitely going to be doing a bit of leveling on the troll today, but before I started that, I want to have a quick look at a few news bits and pieces which have been floating around. Is your entire mana bar in 1 minute? Part of the reason why I went dual wield was because of Lava Lash, to be honest. Because leveling without Lava Lash, I just went all the time. But now I have it, it's pretty good. You can just use that and then heal occasionally, and it seems pretty good. So in standard Blizzard fashion, it would not be a day in Season of Discovery. Can I turn this on? There we go. Without Blizzard giving us our daily Hunter nerf. So yeah, they've nerfed Hunters again. Amazingly, they love themselves a Hunter nerf here and there. So yeah, I think this is overall a nerf, right? I don't know, it seemed like people were already playing the marksmanship spec and it was okay. But yeah, they've taken 10% the health off the BM rune, as well as reduced the focus regen down from 80 to 50%. But they've increased the weapon damage on Chimera Shot by 15%. That's still not as good as it was at launch, I seem to remember. 69 viewers? Nice. I increased the damage on Explosive Shot, and reduced the mana cost on all of these. I can't believe they haven't buffed Carve. Carve seems like actually unplayably bad. Serpent's dead. I mean, all Serpent's damage was in Lightning Breath, right? If it can't Lightning Breath as much, then it's kind of a rip. Seems like a PvP nerf though. Don't you play Cat in PvE? Isn't that like the go-to thing that you use? Yeah. From what I know, you still go Cat now instead. There is a bit of a change there, to be sure. And as for the priest, yeah, the base healing done by all the rune abilities reduced by 20%. So penance, circle of healing, and prayer of mending minus 20%. Oh yeah, they've got a list here on all three of them. Again, it kind of feels like more of a PvP thing. With what they've changed here. I think you're going to still be fine in the raid. Priests are already good in the raid. They'll be a little bit worse now, but they're not going to be terrible or anything. Lazy tanking Dungeon Rage going Way of Earth. I've got that one. I have Water Shield. And then, yeah, I've got those other two as well, so I could play them if I was doing dungeons. We'll see what we do today. But I haven't done Ragefire Chasm yet, but I'm kind of in my level 20s at the moment. haven't done Wailing Caverns either. It's kind of weird, like, I want to do Wailing Caverns, but I'm not going to use Crescent Staff. Like, two-handed Enhance just feels kind of bad at the moment. I swapped from two-handed to dual wield, and dual wields just felt so much better. So yeah, the Daily Hunter nerf. Which is kind of surprising, right? Because, again, I think these are mainly PvE-focused nerfs. Because on average in the raid, where we want stats, 95th. So obviously warriors are doing pretty good. And warriors started around here, around middle of the pack, and each week they've been like gradually moving up the list. But I found something interesting. So I've been mentioning warriors once or twice in the videos, and a bunch of people have been saying to me, oh, it's because of deep wounds, right? It's not like any crazy weapon scaling necessarily, or world buffs or stuff like that. It's deep wounds. So I went and I looked into it, and basically Blizzard have put the wrong version of deep wounds into Season of Discovery. People are totally right. Deep wounds is doing way more damage than it should be doing. Like, way more. So here's a comparison, right? These are the top warrior complete raid damage done for Classic Era. And if you look at one of the warriors, you could pick any of them, it's kind of a similar amount. Most balanced Classic raid comp, by the way. But yeah, if you look at warriors and their damage breakdown, Deep Wounds is kind of doing nothing. Well, its minimum damage is 46, its maximum damage is 625. And like, this is across the whole raid, by the way. Like, the whole raid. So I know you could take like outliers where someone does a boss and they do insane, but whole raid damage kind of even things out a bit. Like if we just took another warrior from this. Let's go down a bit, next page. We'll take you. We'll see how they're doing. Deep wounds. Again, yeah, it's basically inconsequential. And that's because the classic version of deep wounds is you apply deep wounds, and then there's a debuff limit, and one of your raids, 48 warriors applies a new deep wounds, and the buff gets pushed off and doesn't get time to tick. Right? Am I right on that? Hey, Lemric. February 8th. So in about 3 weeks from now. Best sword class. Ooh. That's a tough one. Every class is good at something. Every single one. So yeah, you can see here, Deep Wounds doing practically no damage. This is from Classic Era. It never got pushed off. Really? It did 8k damage across a whole raid? Because it's ticking for 253. It should be doing more ticks than that. How many ticks did it have? Might be wrong. I think it did get pushed off, you know. Things not live long enough. This is for the whole raid, so on bosses, even though they live for a minute, it's still going to get more ticks than this. Yo, Sage Cat. So yeah, there we have it. So this is how warriors look in the, what's it called? Classic Era. And Deep Wounds is doing basically nothing. Now, if we get Season of Discovery, let me just close some of these pages so I don't get confused. And we'll keep this one as the comparison. Seems too low for the whole raid. No, that's how many hits it did. And if you look here, you can see minimum. I can't point my mouse on it, but you see where it says min and max. Those are how much it was ticking for. So yeah, there we go. The rogue's an ability from Legion? Did they? I play a rogue, which one? Anyway. Yeah, that means it ticked 50, yeah, hit the number of hits. So they did 1,141 melee swings, they did 337 heroic strikes, and deep wounds can only tick, so it did 58 ticks. Yeah, that means it ticked 58 times. Yeah, you're right, but you can see here, minimum damage 118, max 253. Anyway, we get Season of Discovery up, and we pick a warrior here. Let's take this one, for example. How much damage was their deep wounds doing? I can see it's doing quite a bit more. In fact, it's doing more than the warrior from Full Naxxramas gear was doing. A lot more, by the way. It's ticking more often, and its maximum hit is 553, whereas this warrior's in Nax gear, and their max hit is 253. That doesn't make sense. Why is a warrior in level 25 gear doing more damage than a Naxxramas warrior? Between the eyes? Oh, you mean like that, okay. It's from the turtle boss. Yeah, the turtle boss does take a lot of extra damage, but this is like... Deep wounds is above heroic strike. That's a lot of damage. If we look at the top warrior... I don't know what they do. It's a Laundo. He does some like crazy stuff every raid, so... But his deep wound, his maximum tick was 819. So 819 overall for the raid. Did what? 19k damage. That is doing more damage and ticking higher than a warrior in Naxxramas gear. That's crazy, right? So yeah, they put the wrong version of deep wounds in the game, basically. Unless they intended this for some reason. And as far as I know, one of the best items for warriors is a 1.2 speed dagger in the offhand, because it has such a high chance to refresh deep wounds. So it's not just like weapon scaling and stuff. It's straight up they've got the wrong version of deep wounds in the game, or they've decided to put this one in. I thought all the warrior deep wounds were 1 debuff, not in vanilla. No, I don't know later expansions for sure. Yo, legs, appreciate that, thank you. Didn't Blizz say they could not change vanilla skills because they all share the same client? Yep, yeah, they did. But we have deep wounds at level 25 doing more damage than it did in Naxxramas gear. So it might have something to do with the debuff cap, because the guys on Era are debuff capped and we're not debuff capped. So it never gets a chance to tick, but even then, if you argue that, its maximum tick is 253, whereas this one's maximum tick is 819. So I'm not sure. I think, yeah, a big part of Warriors being a bit too good at the moment, or at least at a very high level, is because Deep Wounds seems to be kind of OP. In a Classic, Deep Wounds had an issue where crits would refresh its tick timer, causing you to miss a ton of ticks. That makes sense looking at this. Arrow doesn't have the debuff limit. I'm actually not sure. I think... Did they remove it? I think they still have it, you know. Season of Mastery, they got rid of it. But Error, I feel as though it's still 16. I could be wrong on that. It reset its own tick timer. I think you're right too. I think so. Error has the limit, the no changes people would mold. Actually true. No changes. Urgh. Mad. Yeah, so let's, actually that's a good point. Let's exclude the turtle boss. just to get rid of any, like, weird data. Because I know it takes a bunch of extra damage. Let's go to, a boss you're hitting constantly, Kelris. I don't know. That's still a lot of damage from deep wounds. It's just below melee and heroic strike. I don't know, that sounds kind of busted to me. I don't think deep wounds should be narrowly behind melee and heroic strike. That's like 100% uptime, isn't it? How do you see uptime on this? Debuffs? I don't know. I don't know how you see that. Yo, D Cully, how you doing? Yeah, you know what they have to do? These damn hunters, nerf them right now. Or what if we look at Akumai? Deep wounds, above raging blow. 3.1k damage. There's Mr. Naxxramas warrior. If we take, let's get the best warrior in the world. Who's this individual? Now let's pick a boss. How about Patchwork? It's about as simple as bosses get for hitting one thing. Where is he? Okay, we'll take a Nubrakan. And his deep wounds was doing... It's not even there, it didn't get a chance to tick. Huh. Oh, right, yeah, okay. It didn't tick. Because all the warriors were constantly refreshing it and overlapping each other's deep wounds. So yeah, this... we don't have the debuff cap either, do we? On the season at the moment. Let the boss and show timers. I mean, it's alright, you can kind of tell from this alone. Yeah, so it didn't tick at all. Just because everyone kept refreshing it. Oh, that's the wrong one. This one. So yeah, deep wounds at level 25 in Season of Discovery is actually better than it is in Classic Era. I think this is a big contributing factor to how strong warriors are. Let's check something quick. Just finished your BFD. The other maid hoovered up 6 items and you got 1. He was already better geared. That is kind of cursed. Damn. Imagine seeing 7 items drop that you want. Nothing my main. Yeah, I mean, they're probably going to come for warriors eventually, right? Like, surely they won't just be the best forever, will they? If there's more than one warrior, don't they all get the benefit from deep wounds? I believe they all have their own stack. What you're thinking of there might be how Ignite worked back in vanilla, where when the first mage to land an Ignite would kind of claim the Ignite for its damage that it would deal against the boss, and then the next 4 crits after that would build that Ignite, and it would be capped at 5, and that'd be rolling Ignite. I don't know whether we have that in the season. I know they changed that for Wrath. Prevent dot ticks with refreshes. Yeah, I mean, look at this as a warrior. Not this one. Yes, there's a warrior here. On Anubarak, Classic Era, Deep Wounds didn't tick. And, yep, it just didn't tick, because there's so many warriors. Yeah, each warrior always had their own deep wounds. It wasn't categorized in the same way that Ignite was. Ignite was very specific for a talent applied dot, if that makes sense. It's pretty crazy though, right? There's some 10-man only logs we can look at. I think the way it's supposed to work, if I get the talent for you, it's meant to make it so when your melee attacks crit, the target takes damage based off your weapon damage. Yeah. So that's what it says it does, but in Season of Discovery, it's you crit, and it applies that bleed, and then you crit again, and it applies the bleed again. It's just stacking up. So you're getting that, and it's stacking, and there's no debuff cap, as far as I'm aware, in this season, so you'll be able to stack it as long as you keep critting. Like, I actually went and looked at some logs from Wrath of the Lich King just to see what people were doing. And this is the top warrior from overall raids in the Wrath. And their deep wounds, as you can see, is good. Like, it's really high up on their damage. Really high up. And its maximum tick was 12k. And that's because they're stacking and stacking and stacking it on a boss. And that's what's happening at the moment in Season of Discovery. They're just stacking and stacking it. Whereas in Classic originally, you couldn't stack it. It was either overlapped by another warrior, or it never crit because you kept critting. It never ticked, sorry, because you kept critting, or it was just pushed off the debuff table. So, obviously for warriors, this is incredibly beneficial for them that it works in this way. Incredibly beneficial. So it's not just down to weapon scaling or homunculi armor debuff or having crazy weapons. They just have this really overpowered version of deep wounds. They removed the debuff cap? I believe they did, yeah. Yeah, I think that's correct. Torn between a mage hunter and a warrior as a main. I like them all. I like the flexibility mage has, where you can go and farm stuff. And they should be pretty good for a caster. I think they'll scale well. Yeah, if we essentially removed deep wounds here, warriors would go from here to like here-ish. They'd still be good, but they wouldn't be up here. And yeah, the people right at the top of the damage logs are kind of outliers a little bit. I think the average warrior isn't. You need to be set up with a raid that wants you to succeed and to have good RNG. Like, you need both elements there. How many passes for warrior now? Oh, it's climbing. It's climbing. You see, I know, like, people say I go on about this stuff, but it's not that I want warriors to be the worst DPS or anything. I just like a bit of variety, you know? Just for variety's sake. Can someone else do well? Because, like, let's say they even nerf warrior. Like, rogues are good. I play a rogue. I know rogues are good. And rogues are easy to play. And you don't need crit RNG. You just run up to an enemy and press saber slash and they die. It's so easy to play. And then you got hunters. Don't worry about hunters. Blizzard nerfed them about once a week. So we'll be fine on that. And even though we are level 25 and stuff, it's this is kind of why you want some, like, variety. So these are the passes for the last 2 weeks in Classic Era. This is how we look. You know, it's a pretty popular game mode. Look at all that. Right, 1.4 million hunters. Also, you have to keep in mind, hunters are the only pure DPS class left. So all hunters pretty much are here, apart from the melee hunters. But I think you need to do a pretty significant amount of melee damage for Warcraft logs to think, ah, this is a melee hunter. Yeah, you can see the distribution. Warriors are climbing, there's a lot of rogues. People play the stuff that's up here. Like, we can say the raid's easy, we can say you can clear the raid with whatever comp you want. That's true, it was true in vanilla, it's true now, it'll be true in the future. The raid content's easy. But people play the good stuff. They always have, they always will. And when the good stuff gets this good, or remains this good for too long, this is classic error, you end up with a scenario where there's 141,000 warrior logs and 264 enhancement shamans, and I just don't want to be there again. Do you know what I mean? Like, for every one enhancement shaman, there's how many warriors? I can't do that maths, bro. Hundreds, thousands, probably. Yeah, this is what it ends up looking like when you let the best be the best for too long. And if you're a casual player, you should be able to pick something and have a decent expectation you can perform fine in the raid. Sorry, Shadow Priest do well in BFD. That's not the norm, I'm afraid to say. They might have been doing some crazy damage, and that's, you know, good for them, but that's not normal. Yeah, 1 shaman to 542 warriors. 1 enhance, 542 warriors. That's quite shocking, isn't it? Yeah, the average classic raid comp. Well, your raid is woo, that's a lot of brown. But obviously these are very high-end guilds, right? Whatever the best class is, this will happen, but... Again, you can say you can clear the raid with enhancement shamans or shadow priests or rep hellies, and it's true. People just want to do big numbers, and the higher level they play at, the more that becomes true. And again, I'm kind of looking ahead when I say all this stuff. Yeah, BFD's a small raid, it's PvE's one part of the game, I fully accept that. But yeah, just a bit of variety, you know? Season of Discovery, not... I discovered warriors are the best, followed by rogues, then mage. Wow. Shocker. There's 3 things affecting deep wounds. It's stacking where it shouldn't. Okay, I agree on that. It's double dipping from damage percentage wounds and single-minded fury. Didn't know about that. And offhand should not be applying deep wounds. Didn't know about that either. Limited rage is a nice feeling. Yeah, I think if or when they want to change warrior, you really don't want to hit that warrior class fantasy of them being like the full rage bar and just spamming buttons and it's really fast paced, because that's the fun bit of it. I think you just have to flat out nerf the damage from a percentage, like aura, to the whole class. But again, if you do that nerfs the rage generation. Like, you can't really nerf warriors damage without nerfing how much rage they can generate. So that's the talk for today. Basically, warrior OP, nerf hunters. Okay, it's like the new meme for a classic, like League of Legends. If any of you guys played that, and like every single patch, better nerf Irelia, except for WoW Classic, it's better nerf hunter. Try healing a Shadow Priest with Shadow Word Death. Oh yeah, they buffed that so much, didn't they? Play what they want to. I was just saying this, it's not just Warcraft logs, it's the data and what it can show you. Like, people see this and they're like, why would you play the stuff at the bottom? We did this already. Okay, it wasn't this much of a split, but we did this. Again, 1 enhancement shaman to 550 warriors thereabouts. All I'm saying is, don't let it get that bad again. Because the more you leave the best at the top, the more the divide comes. You should be able to pick any DPS class and feel reasonably useful. Paladin, Shaman are rather popular tanks. That's true. But yeah, if your spec has one DPS your class, sorry, has one DPS identity, then that DPS identity should do well enough to be worth bringing. If I play a Warlock, I don't expect Destruction, Affliction, and Demonology to be good. Like, if Destruction's good, that'll do for me. But if I'm playing a Paladin, and if I want to DPS, I have to play Ret, I kind of want Ret to be good enough to be worth consider bringing. And yeah, I've seen a lot of these arguments play out before in vanilla, with you can clear anything, you can bring anything, and people just don't play the stuff that sucks. That's the TLDR of the situation. Everyone wants to play the thing which is good, and that is what it is. So let's do a bit of Shaman, because I am level 22 and I want to get to 25. I probably won't get all the way there today, but we'll see what we get to. I think I go over here now. Ooh, Ghost Wolf. I always forget about Ghost Wolf. Nice. Losing bleeds in that? You might lose bleeds. I don't know if you will. Oh, bleeds is, we don't know if they're gonna keep mechanical units as they were, where they're immune to everything. I kind of think they might, because that's what they did with the first boss in BFD. But we just don't know. It's going to be kind of interesting to see. Warriors and Rogues are doomed. I mean, there's a lot of enemies in Nomagun which should be immune to nature as well, like Viscous Fallout and all the nature elementals. They should be immune to nature and frost. Like, frost isn't too big of a deal, because kind of frost mages are already in the bin for PvE, and I don't think that's changing next phase. But yeah, if they're immune to nature, then unfortunate elemental shamans, there's a rune where you kind of just can't do anything. Desperate to play Shaman next phase, even without knowing what the runes are going to be. I'm really looking forward to Enhancement Shaman. Not Enhancement. Sorry, Elemental. Yeah, Elemental next phase with all the buffs they get. It could end up being pretty good. I hope it is. So they're going to get cast time reductions. At next phase, you're getting Call of Thunder, so 5% crit, immunity to knockback after you get crit, improved Fire Nova, extra range, double damage from crits, so from 150 to 200%, cast time reduction on Lightning Bolt and Chain Lightning, Elemental Mastery. Like, this talent tree is stacked for next phase. What spec you got? I'm running some kind of enhancy thingy. Took shield spec because ancestral knowledge is just bait. It's like pretty much no extra mana. Ghost Wolf just for getting around in the open world. Thundering Strikes for the crit. And then just this two-handed thing in case I ended up ever getting one that I wanted to use. And my last points that I get, I'm gonna put them, I need 2 points in, I'm not sure actually, and then final points in Flurry, I guess, for the damage. Wind Fury might be interesting. Oh, they've changed it from They've changed, yeah, they've changed it from auto attacks, auto hits to yellow hits. I didn't actually know that. Yeah, that really reduces the amount of hit you need then, doesn't it? I didn't pay attention to that. That's pretty cool. Get some big berserking damage. You can really feel the haste buff when you're at low health. Ooh. Don't die though. Oh, your first character always struggles the most when you make them. Oh. Am I still dead? Ooh. Dude, these bears, they're too strong. Alright, we'll do a little flame shock. I'm gonna have to keep my health a little bit higher, it seems. If they don't peak phase 2, they never will. Yeah, you're probably right. I think elemental shamans have good spell ranks as well for phase 2. Like the immunities, it adds to the whole RPG feeling. It kind of does, yeah. It kind of feels bad a little bit when you're on the end of getting immunities and stuff, and well, you know, there are immunities and then they're kind of a bit loosely applied. Like, why can warriors hit air elementals or banshees? Their attacks should just go straight through them, but it is what it is, I guess. Damn, I should have bought more food. I'm gonna go for a lot of food here. Oh wait, no, I've got a bunch of them. Just leveling without the... I don't have the dual wield rune because that's from Ratchet, and I do not have the gold for that whatsoever. Yo, is this your only Horde character in Season Discovery so far? Yes, it is. My first Horde character. And it's been not so bad to level so far. Dual wield is definitely better than two-handed enhance, I can tell you that much. Two-handed enhance was pain. I played it for too long. I should have switched to dual wield earlier. And this is without 10% hit as well. Like, I can't believe I'm missing 10% hit, and I'm still doing fairly decent damage. A fireball would go straight through them? Well, I don't know. I feel like stuff like fireballs would be able to hit them. Or what about melee attacks versus fire elementals? You'd need some kind of like special gloves on. What about swords versus mechanical units? Like, can you imagine trying to hit a bit of steel with a sword? I think swords should take 10 times durability damage versus mechanicals. Just for the realism. A mace, however, a mace might be good. The add-ons that flashes the cooldown, that is... Ooh, Doom cooldown pulse, that one here. You want to play PG3? I haven't played it yet. It came out at a time when I was like, if I end up playing this and I really like it, I may get way too addicted and then just be playing it all day. And I wouldn't get any videos done, so I was like, yeah, probably shouldn't do that. So I put it off, but it does sound like the kind of thing I like. Do I have tremor here? Yeah. I know I've seen these people, these jailers in hardcore. People get jailed and then they end up like killing each other. at that, he's shackled his own little homunculi. Double rock bite is better in the end. I'll try and refresh it when I get it. Does it matter what spell ranks you have? I just figured with Flame Tongue you'd want to use, well, you know, the bit that does extra damage. Even without, still insane. Ah, interesting. I do have the Earth Rune at the moment as well, the Way of Earth, so... This class does a lot of threat though. I've seen people say that Shamans are really good for tanking, and yeah, it seems like as soon as you hit something you just generate like a million threat instantly. And you have shocks with different cooldowns as well. It's a bait? Ah, rip. I've been playing it this whole time. That. Wait, do I need to free him myself, or do I not have the quest? I do have the quest. Burnish gold key. I don't have the key yet. Key is up here, I believe. Double Wind Fury will be better. I hope so. Double Wind Fury is everyone wants to use that, don't they? No one wants to use double rock bite when Wind Fury exists. Wind Fury is the exciting bit. Yeah, you can't cancel weapon buffs, so I'll have to wait a bit, then I can try it. Oh, let me out. Burnish gold key, there it is. And... no, I don't need that. Right, let's go free the sky. Questy. Ooh, that's a lot of stuff. Nice. Is that a feature? I think it is a feature, you know, unfortunately. And it is kind of dumb. Let's free you. I think they should share if anyone else needs it. Okay, I've got that. Your offhand, your main hand, it should overwrite it. My main hand weapons are full-on main hand weapons, so I can't do anything about that. I have to wait. Oh yeah, rock bite on the offhand for the attack power. That's a good point, yeah. That should work, shouldn't it? Interesting, interesting. So I think the other guy's down here somewhere. Not yet. Not worth using Lava Lash. I have Molten Blast as well, but it seems better for questing, at least for damage. Most of the time you're just doing single target stuff. And the big thing is it costs like no mana. Which is actually the main thing which I like about it. Because I don't have the shield wall thingy yet, which I always forget the name of. And ancestral, what you call it? I forget the name. And I do have water shield, but it shares a rune slot, so I can't use it either really. It's kind of annoying when Earth Shock's melee range, isn't it? You're trying to like pull stuff, but you can't. Yo, Grills server, I'm on Wild Growth EU. Are you? I'm good. getting on with the Shaman. We'll see how far I can get. I doubt I'll get to 25 today because the last few levels take a few hours, but I'll get as far as I can. Okay. Right, double rock biter has been applied. So does the attack power buff stack then? 236 bonus AP, I guess it does. That is a lot of bonus attack power, what the hell? Ah, so this is why you take it then. Yo. That's a lot, man. Damn, I didn't think about that. Well, buff, you're hitting over 200 with autos. That's pretty strong. Right, do I have to free this guy myself? Yeah, looks like it. Oh, no, it's shared. There we go. So what else do I need here? I need Syndicate Rogues. Giga threat from auto attacks. That too, yeah. So the Rogues. This tank in phase 1. I've heard a lot of good things about them. From people who play Horde, like, the Shaman tank gets on something and you can't do anything about it. They generate like 1,000,000 threat instantly. Which is great, that's exactly what you want from a tanking classic. That sounds perfect. They'd even do better threat than Paladin tanks. Paladins might be better on AoE though, because of Divine Storm. Druid Starfall. He is level 25. So it kind of blasts. Yeah, Lava Lash doesn't feel so good now. Do I just swap to... I might just swap to Water Shield. Let's swap. Or Molten Blast. We'll go Molten Blast a little bit. I think its mana cost is a bit high though. 75 mana, yeah. It's like some proper AoE mana cost. The good thing is the resets you get. Ooh, that big reset. Yeah, but I'm kind of boom. This is the problem. Because I'm not using shield spec. Yeah, I think I might just have to go Water Shield. And just melee stuff and use Earth Shock. Scale with attack power. I'm pretty sure it does. I'll try it. I haven't played Water Shield at all yet. It should be really good. But I have less tools to hold threat with. Yo, Jono, thank you for the tier 1. I appreciate that a lot. Hope you're enjoying the content. And yeah. Thank you. Thanks so much. Oh, I'm pressing my start attack button that I used to have on Lava Lash for Water Shielders. I could just put a start attack on Water Shield, to be honest. It's not like you always don't want to have it refreshed. Tons of mana back. Yeah, especially if you're tanking or questing, right? They'll be super efficient. So this guy needs a few more rogues. Where'd he go? Water Shield, 2 Rock Biters, Flame Shock, and Auto to Death. Yeah, I'm seeing where you're coming from with that. That sounds very good, actually. Not the, yeah, like you say, not the most exciting gameplay, but hey, it gets the job done, right? Can agree on that. A little Fire Nova. How much damage does that do? Not a bad amount, actually. 114. Yeah, that's good. That is good. What about Frostbrand weapon, though? It's still, like, absolutely unusable, right? Like it always has been. Oh, Barrel, thank you. Thank you so much. Very kind words. I think we're both done here. Oh, wrong button. Lightning shield. With my current setup. It just seems so bad. Like, it's always been bad, hasn't it? I even have it... I think I could learn it at the trainer and I didn't learn it. So I just didn't think it was... Yeah, I didn't learn it. I just thought it was rubbish. I was like, yeah, I can give that a miss. Got any BFD gear on the Hunter? No, I haven't raided on... I've only raided on the Rogue and the Warlock at the moment. I haven't done BFD in a bit, to be honest. It's like fun for a bit, but I'm trying to finish off just mainly leveling stuff, and then we'll see what we get next phase. Tab auto attack and not Garoom. Yeah, because I was playing it a minute ago. I played Molten Blast quite a bit, and it's good and everything. The reset's really nice, and it does so much threat. It's just kind of expensive. Which it should be, because it's very powerful. In with a rank 1 there. Useful for Viscidus, that's true. Can you put sharpening stones on weapons with enhancements on? You can't, can you, right? Having 2 separate cooldowns for shocks is very nice. No, you can't? Alright, I didn't think so. Otherwise you could have Frost Oil and double Frostbrand. Oh, that would be insane. Viscidus speedrun. PG3 is good, but it takes so much time. Yeah, I can get really into a game like that. And I'll be like, okay, I need to... there's like stuff I want to do on WoW as well, but there's only so many hours in the day. This is probably the play. Overload heals as well. I need to downrank my heals a bit. So when Overload procs, it just like overheals me by so much. This is where the dual wield room would be good. What slot does it go on? The dual wield one. At the moment, if I'm just auto attacking loads, I could really use it. That 10% extra hit. Oh my, I can check here, can't I? I get out of combat. You can just get dual wield. It is... Oh, it's on chest as well, so that'd be perfect. You just get... Oh yeah, I mean the dual wield spec one. So then I could run dual wield, have that 10% extra hit. And then probably... I'd still probably run Water Shield. Then Way of Earth. Or Shamanistic Rage. If I had Shamanistic Rage, I could drop Water Shield and then go... Probably a lot. Is a Lava Burst worth hard casting? I don't know how good it is. It feels like whenever I've come up against a Shaman in PvP and I was doing Battlegrounds then, they do a Lava Burst and they do pretty good amounts of damage. Even though you're like enhancement, it's still worth using. Lava Lash, but if I go Water Shield, I can use Earth Shock. If I don't go Water Shield, I kind of replace one for the other. Might be worth. 168 crit on a bear, and bears have really high armor. That's not bad. Whoop, that's not bad at all. Shamanistic Rage. How do you get Shamanistic Rage? Or is it something I'm not going to be able to get at level 22? So I haven't looked it up yet. Have a look. Shamanistic Rage. Make sure I'm not dying. Season of Discovery, Shaman. You can get it at 1. Could you get at level 1 solo though? Oh, he's a bit high level. Actually. Of course it still resists. Got a big heal though. Yeah, not the best value with that berserking there. Parry, parry, dodge, dodge, miss, miss. Nice. Yeah, this ain't happening. Oh no. Frost shock? Resist? Everything's resisted. Earthbind 1 time. There we go. Alright. Damn. That burst, he's literally just too tanky. Elite and stoned. Oh yeah, I know the one you mean. It's like a level 25 elite in the Charred Veil or something. Yeah, I know the one you mean actually. The cold car one was that was Water Shield, I think. Right, we need bear tongues, but not from these ones. They're too high level. Yeah, I'm gonna go somewhere else. Charred bear. Yeah, I've done a bunch of questing around there, and I remember seeing that elemental walking about, and I'm like, ah, that must be for a rune, not a rune that I know about. There we go. It's more like it. I need 5 more tongues from these. And then I think we're going to start with the quests over here. This is like the most classic questing zone. Where you go over there and you complete a quest and you go back. And then you go back over there and you complete a quest and then you have to go back. And then you go back over there and you have to complete a quest and then you go back. I think it's 3 times in a row, right? I seem to remember it being quite often. Show the location of runes. Yeah, I should turn it on. I had rested XP on before because I was just kind of... Ugh, a lot of the leveling off stream, I just autopilot it pretty much. I'm usually watching something myself, but I think it's a bit more engaging, the stream, if I'm trying to work out the quests myself at the same time. Because I haven't done these quests on the Horde side in a very long time. That double shock value. All 3 shocks up at once. Wow. How much is Frost Shock? 115 man. It's kind of expensive, actually. Ooh, got another big berserking coming up. And one after this, we'll pop berserking. Yeah, I think the Shaman runes overall so far seem pretty good. There's like a lot of different options. I guess there's a best option when you're level cap and stuff, but it feels for questing, I could... Or even dungeons, you could take a whole variety of these and each one has their own use. Right, big deeps. You water shield. Oh, the attack speed. You can really tell the difference. It's for the earth shield one? Oh. Well, the one the Charred Veil. Max rank healing Raven to double crit overload? Or non-crit? Unlucky. Do you guys think they're going to make the runes in Ratchet cheaper to get next phase? Because I kind of want to get all the runes on all my characters. But I don't want to spend the gold on doing that, because it's probably about 20 or so gold overall. And, you know, there's a lot of runes from there that you don't really feel too forced to get. And I'm just thinking, are they going to reduce the costs or make them easy to get, or are you just going to have to go and get them? So if they reduce the cost, then I'm thinking, I kind of want to wait for that. Frisbee runes? Yeah, exactly. Especially, it's the shredder parts that are the killer. They're just a lot of money to be handed in. Especially on things like my Paladin, where it's the Ratchet rune is Divine Sacrifice, which I'm not even sure there's many uses for in the game. I kind of don't want to go out of my way to get it. I'm on a PvE realm at the moment. Yeah. Good morning to you, Frank. That was a totem pole, wasn't it? Rogue gets Mangosh. I actually went and got that on my Rogue. I don't know why I did it. But yeah, it's like if you're tanky on Rogue, you just Saber Slash. Got it on your main, you're not touching on ults until it's easier or cheaper. I think they will make it easier, you know. Like, I want to say they will. I don't see why they wouldn't. Especially like next phase when we're all kind of past that content. But they might just be awkward and say, hey, suck it up. That's classic for you. Just get it, you know. Levels the Shaman, he's 22 and a bit over halfway. So we'll see how far we can get today. Would you go for dual wield or two-handed enhance with a new rune in phase 2? Depends what the new rune does. I am expecting them to do a two-handed enhance rune. I have no idea how good it'll be. Or what it'll look like. We'll have to see, because they could encrypt all the runes. They didn't do this for phase 1. I kind of think they're just going to let all the runes be data mined, and if they are data mined, then obviously everyone's going to cover them in advance. But I think it would be fun if they encrypted them. To add a bit more discovery into it. So it won't just be people finding where the runes are, they'll be finding what the runes are as well. They should give Shaman plate at 60. Yo, the elemental Shamans at 60 with plate would be absolutely god tier. I think that they're getting armor modifiers from their shield though for tanking. They confirm the two-handed will outperform dual wield. The two-handed rune must be insane then. Like really, really good. Much higher chance of Wind Fury proccing, that would be fun. Iron Foe, Wind Fury, oh. Wait, Shamans can equip daggers as well, so you can get, what you call it? The thing that makes you always crit. Oh. Wait, they can equip daggers, I just haven't learned the skill, right? Iron Foe, Fell Striker, Shaman. Yo, imagine that. That'd be absolutely crazy. The RNG you could get. One shock. Two shock. Nice. Shaman Titan's Grip. Do you guys see the data mined automatic crowd pummeler? Like the version of the manual one? This is an interesting point, actually. Your Iron Phone hardcore? Damn. That's a flex. I think Warriors might be getting Titan's Grip next phase. Okay, prepare to hear my tinfoil theory. Inventory's full. Ooh, got the iron. Hand this in. Let's go sell some stuff. Right, so next phase, there's this thing called automatic crowd pummeler. It's manual crowd pummeler, but it's basically got an on use instead of having charges, right? They've limited it to Paladin, Shaman, and Druid. Now, why would you This is only data mined, of course. This isn't confirmed or anything, but why would you limit it just to those 3 classes? Because if you gave Warrior Titan's Grip and allowed them to have a 50% attack speed buff for 30 seconds every 3 minutes, you could put Pendulum of Doom or whatever the epic two-hander is from Nomagun in your main hand, and you'll be absolutely like the most overpowered thing you've ever seen in the game. So that data mine kind of makes me think they might put Titan's Grip in the game. Can you imagine that 50% attack speed for 30 seconds? That ain't balanced. Like that. That's nowhere near balanced.
I'm listening.
This solidifies it. I mean, if it's true, it's a data mine at the end of the day. That might just been data mined earlier on when Blizzard were, you know, they were weighing up the scenario, but we'll see if it comes in. With a flurry prop? Imagine Pendulum of Doom, or whatever the... This thing here. Level 39, 4.0 speed, and you're hitting 50% faster. That is going to be... You're going to be doing some numbers, okay? Let me put it like that. Or whatever the Nomagun equivalent is. Double Ravager for the double spin. Whoa. That would be sick. Send some of this stuff to a bank vault. Where mailbox? So Mega Zug. Right, creatively named alt. Send that. I need to do the ACA, not ACA on Horde, is it? The Juratar logistics thing. It's just having your first character, you're like perma poor. Right, let's go back out. Yeah. Just gotta go for a pee real quick, guys. I'll be right back one second. Alright, let's go. Am I enjoying the Shaman? I'm enjoying it quite a lot. They're a bit squishy. I've always found them to be very squishy when you're leveling. It's the combination of leather armor and not that many defensive options. So you do have to watch your health, and it's also my first character, horde character, on this realm too, so yeah, it's pretty fun. Thing is, you can't really play elemental for a long time in this game. Just because of how shamans kind of work. Well, they're missing a lot of talents. But yeah, enhance is fun enough. Nope, wrong button. Hello, Paul. Ellie's so fun. It really is, yeah. I wish it was playable. The thing is, you get Overload at level 2 or level 1, and it's such an impactful room, but it's just not playable. Dual wield Paladin rune in phase 2. Yo, that would be something. They should have rune for the... Yeah, I remember the, yeah, like you're saying, the Howling Blast and the Path of Arthas rune. I mean, about Howling Blast, Agren said it was basically bait and they're not doing it. And then another dev said, or is it? So, I think they're probably just messing with us, though. But yeah, it'd be interesting, right? Like the Paladin who forsakes the light for much greater physical damage at the expense of, I don't know, holy healing or something or other. Dual wield Paladin would be wild, though. We've never seen that before. Mind you, we've never seen Warlock tank. Or Shaman tank. Or Paladin properly tank. So maybe. Or gets put to Nomergan Alliance should get something for SM. Yeah, I think they should, yeah. And SM's one hell of a walk. Usually it's not that bad, right? Like you just run up there, you do it for some grinding, you do it for like a quest run one time, but if it's considered end game and every time you have to go there, it's like, okay guys, up we go from South Shore, that might get a little bit long. Yeah, that might start to wear on you eventually. Big snowstorm in Chicago. Ooh, on a weekend as well. Sounds like a wow heavy weekend for you. Yeah, apparently we were meant to get snow here in the UK as well. It's only snowed for a few days. The rest of the time it's just kind of a bit cold. And sort of not very nice. It's like moderately inconvenient weather. Ooh, look how good this mail chest is, and I have to get this instead. Right, Grunt Vest it is. Let's rune it up.
Speak quickly.
And that one in, and this one here.
I am forsaken. Hello.
Oh, we're doing some RP. The toxin is ready. I love to hear that. Here you go, Mr. Frog. Enjoy some... Okay, well, yeah, it works. Most cheerful undead quest. Am I done? I think I'm done. And it's time to go to the farm. This farm place must be an absolute fiesta on PvP servers. Because they're all Alliance mobs, aren't they? So someone that's Alliance can just rock up and start farming you, and there's nothing you can do, is there? Rogue should have a range spec. They're kind of getting towards that, aren't they? They have quick draw. They have between the eyes. They just need like some kind of like shuriken throwing auto attack. That'd be sick. Should be able to have one ring for each finger. Finally, a sensible suggestion. And for your toes as well. So why not? Break out all the rings. Oh, a chest rune? Well, I have Overload, which is... It's not great. I just use it for healing, pretty much. If I downrank heals and Overload procs, it's pretty good. But apart from that, I kind of don't have a chest rune equipped, to be honest. I should have the dual wield one, but that's behind the ratchet thing, so can't do anything. Ellie currently shines as an off healer, keep pumping lava bursts and heal otherwise. Yeah, I think a few healers have this kind of like hybrid identity. Especially druids. Druids are the biggest hybrid healer. Because you can just wait till people's health bars start to dip a bit, press wild growth, health bars go back up again, and then between that you press Wrath for free, and you press Star Surge, and it's really good. I kind of wish for classes like Druid that obviously they've got Wild Growth, which is amazing, they have Star Surge, which is amazing, but apart from that, it feels like the rest of their kit just isn't very good, do you know? It's Enrage. Whoa. Big damage. It'd be nice if they could make Rejuve and stuff a bit more pressable. Ugh. These bears jumping out of nowhere. There we go. Stone Claw. It's like one of the few defensive tools you have as a shaman. Think there'd be some kind of Scarlet Raid in Season Discovery. I hope so, but it's kind of weird, right? Because we know we're getting Gnomeregan next phase. But like, surely they would hype up a Scarlet Raid. And so I don't think it's going to come at level 40. But then would it be at level 50? Level 50 is kind of high for Scarlet, the Scarlet Monastery. But they did do that kind of leak, you know, leak at BlizzCon. Scarlet's in Strat. Yeah, but the actual Scarlet Monastery itself, you know, not just Strat. Yo, Didge, which classes are you gonna think are gonna be pumping in the level 40 band? I really hope Elemental Shaman, bless. It should be good. It has every reason to be good. But melee classes are so strong already that I'm not sure whether it will be top of the DPS meter. At the moment, safe bets are Warrior and Rogue because, damn, they're both just incredible already. So Warrior, Rogue, probably Hunter. They've received like 1 million nerfs. It's like a meme how many nerfs Hunters have received, but Hunters are just, they continue to be good, and I think they'll be good. I think Mage is going to gain quite a bit of traction. Fire Mage is already playable, and it gets better next phase because you pick up the rest of your talents. And I think those are kind of the main ones for me. This farmer guy's strong, but I'm beating me. I don't want to... Ooh, that heal. That's the overload heal right there. Dude, this guy with a... This guy with a pitchfork is like absolutely ruining my day. Damn. This place is a fiesta. It always has. I remember playing on a PvP server, this place was an absolute fiesta. Like, you'd engage a mob and some like gnome rogue would just appear and gank you. Chad, he actually is. This farmer's just, he's just some guy in a field. I'm like meant to be this horde warrior, you know? Like, I survived the Valley of Trials. I've braved the barons, and this dude with a pitchfork is just like absolutely doming me. Is dual wield effective? It's better than two-handed, yeah. It's definitely better than two-handed. There's no doubt about that for me. I'm gonna have to enrage for this one. You weapon buffs. I'm going with a lightning shield here. I don't need the mana regen. I need to burst this guy down before he kills me. Okay, wrong button. We'll get a Strength of Earth out. Get a Frost Shock. He's disarmed me. Need to move this. I'm like a million things in the way here. Why is it with these farmers? Why are they so strong? I was hoping it'd hit me and get another water shield proc then. Heal up a bit more. Don't pull that bear. That bear will kill me. He's disarmed me again. Oh my, this is actually pain. I had to move my quest log as well, like I can't see my disarm debuff properly. Okay, running in fit. And now I get like 3 crits in a row. Okay. Let's move all this crap. I can't see anything here. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. I think mages will be able to AoE farm SM with this frost and this regen build. I think mages next phase, it can depend, right? They might be doing Zul'Farrak. Group. So the Zul'Farrak zombies, which are like a really famous mage AoE grind spot, are like levels 42 to 43. And depending how much spell hit you can get, they might be doing that. Yeah, 2 mage boost. I mean, I think they'll be doing ZF if you can do it. And if you can do ZF, it has some like incredible gold farming potential, like really good. So next phase, okay, here's a ZF. Oh yeah, ZF instead of ZF, yeah. British thing, innit? There's this schematic for a sniper scope that increases your range damage by +7. And ZF is one of the few places we can get it from. And assume you can get it from there, only gnomes can make this sniper scope, so it's going to be worth so much money. Yo, Agile with Shamanistic Rage is better. I just don't have the rune yet. I'm kind of stuck with what I have here. I would use it if I could, but yeah, this is what I can do at the moment. This is the best option I have. Right, what do we need to collect skulls? Where's the quest for skulls? Do I not have it? We need to collect a bunch of skulls here. Yeah, when I say ZF, I mean next phase as well, obviously. Get a big heal. Wish this weak or would stop popping up. Or it might be an add-on. I think it's just recognizing that my Molten Blast's off cooldown, so it's like, oh, quickly use it. Use it before it's gone. Okay, so we need a few more of these. Oh, he's got the dangerous quest. I'm just gonna see if I can get him to help me with this. Not sure if you answered. Oh, I might have missed the question. Sorry if I did. Probably reading stuff and just glossed over it. What do you think the 200 rune will be like for enhancement? I think it needs to achieve 2 things. Make Wind Fury have a better proc chance. Whether that's when you swing and you get like some stacking buff that increases its chance to proc. And they also need to improve the hit chance for two-handed weapons. So pretty much that. More chances to proc Wind Fury and better hit chance. That's what I would expect. Let's not die here. Oh, you don't need to poly him. I just run away a bit. Oh, he's done it now. Make it hit 4 times? A while ago, right? Ron? Okay. I had this idea for two-handed enhance where you could basically apply 2 weapon buffs. So you could pick any of your 2 weapon buffs. So you could go Wind Fury, you could go Flame Tongue, Wind Fury, and so on and so forth. And depending what weapon buffs you have active, it modifies what your Storm Strike does. So if like you have Flame Tongue, it gives your Storm Strike a Mortal Strike effect. And if you had Wind Fury, it increased your proc chance. And if you had like double Wind Fury, it gave you if Wind Fury procced while the double Wind Fury effect was active, it would give you, I don't know, it would let it hit 4 times instead of 2 extra. But yeah, or like Frostbrand, they could make Storm Strike root you or something. Yeah, but I think that could be cool. Double Wind Fury could do a chain lightning effect. Ooh, like a lightning strike from the sky when it happens on top of your character. Yeah, I think choosing effects based upon your weapon imbue, that could be nice. Yeah, you could. Even Frostbrand would be useful then. She might be like, okay, PvP, I'm going to go Frostbrand Flame Tongue because that's going to Mortal Strike and root people. Like, dude, that's strong. That's really strong. And it's better than just having an enhanced be what's it called? Casino spec, where it's like RNG. Which level can you attain dual wield? Apparently you can attain it from level 1. Actually, I'm not sure if it's level 1. It's the one from Ratchet. Double Frostbrand. Yeah, double Frostbrand could be like an undispellable root or something. And double... What would double Flame Tongue be? You've already got MS. Do you make people immune to healing? That sounds kind of obnoxious. Maybe immune to healing plus a dot. Like a nasty dot as well. Yeah, and double Wind Fury is like Hyper Wind Fury. Like Storm Strike, and for the next 10 seconds, you have a bunch of extra attack speed, and when Wind Fury procs, it hits 4 times instead of 2. The heck is Ray? Tough Armor Ray. Ray's over here, right? Farmer Ray. This guy's trying to find him. Apparently he's up here. You can use an instant lava burst. Yeah, maybe. That's not bad, actually. Yeah, maybe instant lava burst. But you're already getting the Mortal Strike effect. So can you get a Mortal Strike effect and an instant lava burst? Hypothetically. In vanilla, can Wind Fury proc off Wind Fury? I'm pretty sure it can't. But, yeah, I haven't played with Wind Fury too much, so maybe I'm wrong. But yeah, Storm Strike sucks, basically. I think this is the thing we're trying to get at here. Storm Strike is like 20-second cooldown, 1 extra attack that makes nature damage do a bit extra damage. And this is any nature damage attack. So like a druid could fire off a wrath, and that's going to consume one of your Storm Strike procs. So yeah, Storm Strike is it's bad. Hey, pull me finger with a tier 1. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you so much. It's the same with Holy Shock for Paladins. It just has too long of a wait. Can you see that? Is my head in the way? Oh, my head's in the way. Basically, it has a 20-second cooldown, and it's just 1 extra attack. Used to be a Wrath cooldown. Even then, is it worth using? I mean, is it good? I still think it's kind of bad. Part of the reason that makes it good in Wrath is because it can hit with your offhand and main hand. Double flame tongues, maybe a debuff on top of top of the mortal strike. Yeah. At the moment, how I've got it figured out, you've got flame tongue, which is PvP oriented, but if flame tongue, I'm thinking about fires, kind of like, you know, it's like a wound, so it's mortal strike, but then flame tongue and frostbrand would both be PvP oriented. Oh yeah, the maelstrom weapon. Yeah, you're right. That's a good point. It adds up to maelstrom. Are we combining groups here? What are we doing? Invite, please. Oh, thank you. It's with both weapons and sword. It should do. Has that been data mined or something? Because we don't know that for sure. Oh, ding! 23, 2 levels to go. But yeah, I kind of like the idea that you can mix and match your weapon imbuements and find value through weapon imbuements, and then Storm Strike can be this like big, satisfying spender ability. Oh, Magic Pants. Yeah, I've been streaming for a little bit, not too long, but I'm kind of new to the platform. But I've been having a good time. It says so on the dual wield ability. Oh, that's a good. It's something on dual wield from Lava Lash. This one? Nope. Oh, the dual wield rune. Oh, I can't see the tooltip for that. Okay, yeah, fair enough. Yeah, if it says that, then that's all good. Nope. Your videos are good, but I don't believe you've been playing WoW for that long. Really, it shows, huh? No, I do my best. See talents? Sure thing. I have a... Oh, I've got another talent. So I've got shield spec because ancestral knowledge is the bait. Just don't take this talent. It gives you like a tiny extra amount of mana. So even if you're not using a shield, just take shield spec. Improved Ghost Wolf because Ghost Wolf is useful. Thundering Strikes for the crit. You don't really need this one. In retrospect, I probably wouldn't have taken this, but just in case I got something. I've got 1 extra point now, and I don't really know where to put that. I kind of don't want anything I've got here. Yeah, I'm not really sure what I'm not really sure where to spend my talent point. None of these talents feel very useful. What you're doing in your Storm Strike now has a chance to hit with both weapons. Oh, nice. Okay, so we can get a bit of a mix and matching with the buffs. Sweet. Dodge is kind of okay. Oh, I think I should put Lightning Shield, because if I wasn't using Water Shield, it's not like I have another option. I might just go Lightning Shield, you know. Enhancing totems, but it scales. Whoa, that's a lot of men. Get a fine over down. Berserking. Oh, send them. Okay, the mage. I'm helping. I'm helping. Alright, I'll just do some purging. Okay, no. This is our most weak mage in the game. Ooh. The guy's level 30. What is these mobs in here? I'm gonna hit something else and hopefully the mage will aggro him off me. Oh no, I think I'm dead. I'm just pulling everything. I'm doing too much threat. I can't contain my threat. I'm just gonna drag them on top of the Earthbind and hope it procs. Okay, yeah, he's got Living Flame up, or the beacon thing. I'm gonna rank 1 on that. Missed. He's too high level. Yeah, he is too high level. I think I'm just dipping here. Yeah, just dip. Get out of here. Alright, we got there. He's still on me. I wasn't paying attention. Oh. This balding man is too strong. There we go, it's reset. So I'm still missing one of them. Still missing 2. Yeah, you need the miner who's down here, which I definitely can't do yet, and this other guy. So I have 3 talent points left. I'm not even sure. I'll probably decide later. Right, we need Farmer Kabbalah. You know what I hope they buff next phase in terms of a rune? Hunter's Mongoose Bite. Mongoose Bite is probably one of the worst abilities in the game. You have to dodge, and your reward for dodging an attack is an instant attack, which costs more mana than the damage it deals. So, yeah, if they could, you know, put a little rune on that to get it not be completely garbage, that'd be great. It's not up at the moment. Let's go hand in. There's another part for Battles for Hillsbrad. Lone Wolf should be buffed, yeah. I mean, before Season of Discovery came out, I was thinking that Hunters and the Lone Wolf build was going to be crazy. And then just before it released, they absolutely giga nerfed the spec. Like everything about it. How come you're not using Lava Lash? I'm just trying using Water Shield at the moment for the mana regen, and then spending the bonus mana on Earth Shock and Flame Shock. So I'm using double Rock Biter for the bonus attack power, which seems pretty good. I feel like the kill times aren't hugely different, and that this build kind of needs the dual wield rune, the dual wield specialization one, which I don't have yet. But still, it seems fine. Yeah. Meanwhile, Star Surge, 4 mana. 4. Yep, that seems okay. Also, they could buff Serpent Spread for Hunters as well. Like, Serpent Spread is... Oh, big heals. Thank you. Serpent Spread will never be good at any phase of the game ever. It's literally a dead rune. Like, come on, Serpent Sting? Nah. Nah. That's never gonna be good. Yeah, how would people react to a Hunter buff? It's like, whoa. We don't do that here. We just nerf the Hunter class. Please, only the nerfs. Shamans will have their day. Elemental level 40. Please be good. I think it'll be good in PvP. I think it'll be good in PvP every phase moving forwards. Kind of depends what armor they make as well. So like in Noma, in BFD, they made loads of armor which is like appropriate stats for the armor type. If they make a bunch of mail armor for shamans with spell power on, ooh. Ellie is gonna be good. Ellie's probably the spec which I think is gonna be the most improved. between 25 and 40. It's going to be like going from Elemental Shaman in TBC to Wrath of the Lich King, at least in PvP. I know how many of you guys tried LE in PvP and TBC, but yeah, it wasn't very good. Outside of 5s, in 5s it was alright, because you just press Bloodlust, but yeah. In Wrath of the Lich King, it's pretty good. I think Enhance will be better. That's kind of an unknown, because it depends super hard on what rune they get, and how good the Enhanced rune actually is. Oh, look at this haste. It's like the satisfying thing about playing Troll. You get to low haste and you pop berserking. Low health and you pop berserking. Frost Mage. Yes, in PvP as well, I agree. For PvE, I think Frost is like... I had high hopes for Frost, it's kind of out the window now. Until we get to Molten Core and everything becomes immune to fire, I think I think it's going to be Fire Mage for a very long time. Wish they could add Dwarf Shamans. Yeah, maybe one day, but I don't think they're going to be doing that in seasonal servers. I think they're just going to be trying to spend their time elsewhere. I don't even know how time intensive it would be to do. Hunters are fine, it's the pets that are the issues. I actually, I know hunters get nerfed every single couple of days and it's like a meme and stuff, but I actually don't think you should be able to solo people with Eyes of the Beast. Like, that is, that comes off as kind of extremely overpowered to me. I think if you can walk up to most classes in the game with Eyes of the Beast and solo them, that's a bit of a problem. The average player's class should be better than a hunter pet, which you can't even outrun. In my opinion, at least. Because, I guess it's different for you guys on PvP servers, right? You've got like this hunter PTSD from exiting BFD and there's like 5 wind serpents waiting for you and you're like, well, back to the grey screen. I need some mountain lines. I feel like this mountain line is the quest step we have to go and poison this guy's dog, which isn't a very nice thing to do, to be honest. Typical undead. You know what they should have in Real Classic Plus? Undead are now their own faction, okay? They did not join the Horde. This never happened. They are their full-on own faction. And they hate everyone else, and they are always PvP flagged. Thoughts? That sounds pretty lore-friendly to me, for the from what I get from undead players. And you can use turn undead on them. But they get some like crazy buff where they're immune to fear and everything, like actual undead in the game. That seems fun and balanced, right? Undead players would enjoy it most. You'd never find someone more bloodthirsty than an undead rogue on a PvP server. It takes a certain type of person. Undead, yes, undead get... They like die, and then they just like raise themselves up from the dead. Paladins would go on a crusade. Yeah. Yeah, Paladins, when you're auto-attacking undead, you have a 5% chance to instantly kill them. Hey Galoth, how you doing? Let's see if there's a group going here. Everyone's kind of a higher level than me. I feel like I shouldn't almost be here yet. The Outlaw faction in Arcade. I actually think Undead being Outlaws is kind of fitting. Even in Classic's story and the lore, they're kind of just with the Horde because it's beneficial for them. Like, it's better than not having a faction. If Undead had a serious reason to not have a faction, they would not have a faction. Peasants. Where are the peasants at? Are they just down here? Are they really just in this one field? Huh? Hills, Brad. Here, the Orc Prot Warriors. Ah, yes, Orc War. If I was on a PvP server, I would have gone a Orc Shaman, by the way, like 100%. Hardiness is way, way too good. So fence kind of. I just need them to spawn. There aren't any to kill. Unless I'm grouping up. I guess I have to group with some people here. But there aren't even any spawning. You did the dirt. Yeah, we did Durnhold at the start of the stream. Yeah, it's clear, unfortunately. I am out from quest there. One over here. Triangle. Scanning. Ah, down there. An undead referendum, yes. Undead Brexit, that's what we need. They exit the Horde, become their own faction. Okay, we're getting a few more now. If we're on the same quest line, there's no point competing with each other, is there? See if I can get them to group up. Undexit. Yes. Exactly. Yeah, I think we're on the same. I'm just going to invite him. Undead out of the Horde, their own faction. He's thinking about it. There we go. Do you think after the reception Season of Discovery has received, they might make a team bigger for future SOD projects? Well, I saw pre-launch of SOD, they'd already been hiring people for Classic, actually. Ooh, farmer we need as well, nice. Getting rage going. Angry. Dude, this thingy in the middle of the screen, it's kind of annoying. Is he gonna heal me? Right, that's fine, I can heal myself. Oh, he's healed me. Okay, thank you. Oh wait, I'm still dying. How could this be? This threat rune generates way too much threat, man. I'm at 2.3k threat. Like, what is this? That's ridiculous. That's actually so much threat for the level I'm at. Yeah, a couple of months before SOD they were hiring. Yeah. I think they already have, you know. I think this has already happened. And if you're enjoying the content and Season of Discovery, I think you're going to have a lot to look forward to in the future. Him might be an AI. No, no, no. This man is an honourable warrior of the Horde. He has some non-BOE gear, so this is definitely a person. Alright, trust me. The Overload heal. Best bit of Overload. Right, let's get some more peasants. You're a farmer, not a peasant. Big difference. Can't be killing farmers. That would be inhumane. We can only kill peasants. Up here. See, he's got the quest for the school. Souvenirs of Death. Why don't I have this quest yet? I remember getting that. Am I too low level? I just didn't pick it up. Oh my god, I'm an idiot. Right, well, we'll get that when we go back. There's not enough peasants to go around here, I'll tell you what. Ask him to share. I mean, it took him a while to join the group. That may not be able to go down so well. It's fine. I need to grind mobs anyway. Yeah, it's alright. I can come back and do that. So I need to go down to the mine area later. It's got a bunch of higher level stuff, so I'll just do it when I'm down there. I want 40 so bad. So much content open up. It really does, yeah. I think level 40 is genuinely going to be one of the most enjoyable phases in the season. There is going to be a ton of stuff. I'm just going to invite people. I don't know what we're all competing here. It's just so dumb. Just invite everyone. Yo! Mango's man's dying. Oh, God. I'm trying to heal. The heal's on the way. Okay, there we go. Uh-oh. There's many men. There's many, many men. Oh, my mana is low. Let's get up a little slowdown totem. Get both sides of the fence here. Fire Nova. Okay, please nobody kill it. This costs my entire mana bar to do. Thank you. This is fine, I think. We have enough healers. Oh god, turn off this spell proc thingy. It's just getting in the way constantly. Not that one. This one. Pull off your yeah. You pull one guy and you get 6 of them. You know, that's life in the around here, isn't it? Oh, he was just running on the spot then. Like disconnected or something? Yeah, level 40, especially STV. I don't know if you guys saw for the STV event. Blizzard kind of alluded that it's gonna be a fiesta. I saw it on Twitter, one post where somebody's like, I can't wait for how much of a bloodbath STV is. And Agron posted and he's like, oh, you have no idea. I think they're gonna make it kind of FFA PvP. Like kind of how Gurubashi Arena is, but for the whole zone. And it's just gonna be an absolute clown show in like the most hilarious way possible. I hope it's better as well, because like I know like I rolled on PvE server and stuff, and that's because generally I prefer to opt into PvP, because I tend to focus more on leveling content, and yeah, well, PvP's better when you're not leveling basically. But Ashenvale turned out to kind of be just PvE for the most part, and then a lot of the battlegrounds are pre-made centric. So there hasn't been too many chances to actually do PvP so far for me this season. So I'm kind of hoping it improves with the next phase. Alright, thank you. I'm going to go back and head in. Favorite class to level so far? Probably Hunter. Hunter was so good to level. It was the most chill, easy class I've leveled so far. Look at that. Hunter. Yeah, Warlock too. Warlock was my first character as well, and they were completely fine. Yeah, Maroon's super cozy. It is. You just send your pet in. Your pet claps whatever's in front of you. You're just chilling at the back, firing some arrows. You don't have to worry about anything. Yeah, 1 to 10 is kind of, you know, it's never been great, has it? After that, you're good. Not missing out with PvP servers. I do miss them at times, right? And then I'm like, maybe I should make an alt on one of them. No, I just think back to when I was on Gehennis in like 2019, 2020, and the bits which I'm like, I really like this, do not outweigh. They don't outweigh the times when when I thought I hate this by a lot. So I think for me, I'm not going to roll a PvP server and start complaining about it, because that's the worst, right? I'm going to just play the server, which I think is right for me, and enjoy the game. Not the reality. Yeah, that is kind of it. I mean, I went back and experienced it when Classic re-released. I didn't play on a PvP server in 2004 and 5 when I first played the game. I picked PvE back then, because before I played WoW, I played RuneScape, and RuneScape has this area called the Wild, where you can attack other players. But most of the game is PvE. But you go into this wilderness area, and as you advance into it, you can attack people with a greater level disparity compared to your own. So, level 1 in the wilderness, say if I'm level 23, I could attack people who are level 24 or 22. And this went all the way up to level 54 or something. So, when I came to play WoW, and I understood that anyone could attack anywhere in any uncontested zone at any point, I thought, that doesn't sound very fun. And maybe young me had something, maybe young me had a point there. Anyway, each their own. I know people who love PvP servers, and Season of Discovery is probably the most active world PvP you're going to get in a long time, so if that's what you enjoy, then enjoy it. Oh, wrong button. The Horde have taken over Redridge. Yeah. The bit that gets me is there's no restriction. Like, if it's a red bar, you can attack it. You know, red is dead, we've all heard it, right? I just wish they put a bit more thought into it than that. You complain about pre-made, your journey to Exalted was 90% randoms, really? You must be a god gamer then, because you definitely have more than... You definitely have more than 10% pre-mades. Maybe you just came up against a lot of unorganized people. I did rank 3, and there was probably about 60% pre-mades, 40% normal. Warcraft, yeah, that's what people say. You know, again, like I'm not gonna say one or the other thing's right. Blizzard, they gave us the choice to make individually, and so we can all do that. Playing the Savage side? Well, if I want to play one of these beautiful things, I have to. Yeah, mostly during mornings. That's probably a big contributor. I did quite a bit of mine towards peak times, and there is a lot more people pre-mading at peak times. I did rank 10 back in 2019, and did that on a hunter. And often I queue in the afternoon, because obviously I'll be making videos and stuff, and I can queue at kind of odd hours. And there'll be really fun games in the afternoon. Very few pre-mades. And you queued in the evening, and it's like pre-made, 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 and you're just getting absolutely rolled in the graveyard. Not much fun. All your other characters on Alliance? Yes, indeed. Been playing RuneScape since 05. Yeah, I played RuneScape since a good few years before WoW. I played before they What's the earliest thing I could play? I could say I played before they introduced Hunter. Remember, Hunter was a fairly early skill in construction. There wasn't construction when I started. I played it for a while. Nice playing PvP against people that aren't just skull level reds. Oh, that's true as well, to be fair. Yeah. There's far less level disparity at the moment. Yo, the Celio, thanks for the raid. Hope you guys had a good stream. Welcome, welcome. If it is pure chaos PvP, I hope they don't lock PvE stuff behind it. Yeah, they might. They might. It depends. It's probably like optional PvE stuff. If you're really min-maxing at the moment, you're gonna do Warsong Exalted in Phase 1 for the Wrist in Phase 2. People have done that. The Wrist might not even be BIS, by the way. Like, you might have done Exalted basically for the Tabard. We have no way of knowing whatsoever. Had a good stream. Shaman dual bonking. Absolutely. Yo, thanks again. Oh, wait. Cancel the Ghost Wolf. I'm not trying to do berserking in Ghost Wolf. It's a nice tabard. It is a nice tabard, to be fair. It is. And these mountain lions don't have much blood on them. They must be starved of blood, apparently. Forced onto PvP Australia because you only have 2 servers and the PvE is dead. Oh, you got penance, didn't you, for your PvE server? Yeah, and it's giga dead. I remember pre-launch, everyone was like, please give us an Australian server, and you got one, it's like dead. I don't know. It feels like it's not the first time this has happened. I guess you have to play on NA and the ping's like 150 or something. I swear Australians never get good servers for games. It's a bit of a debuff of the region. Any PvP, grinding any rep with PvP factions? I've done Honoured. I've really not done that much. I just did Honoured with my Warlock and my Rogue. What do I need here? Apprentice, Blacksmith, and Iron. Okay. And that was enough for me. I was like, okay, yep, done with it. Done with this now. I mean, I could pre-made and stuff, but it's just not very fun. I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of the pre-made meta. Like them to have some kind of immolation aura for tanking. I think tanking is AoE tanking is a bit of a weak spot. Shadow Cleave just isn't where it needs to be right now. Their single target threat is good, albeit kind of spammy. So yeah, some kind of immolation aura for the DPS identities. I'm kind of happy with how they're all playing at the moment. There's nothing which like overly stands out to me, which I really would want them to put in the game. If anything, though, I want the thing that they change with Warlocks is to like stop the reliance on demonic sacrifice. Because pretty much all the Warlock specs, this won't be noticeable at level 40, but it will be by 50 and 60. All the Warlock specs revolve around putting 21 points into the demonology tree and then killing your demon for a bonus. And it just feels like it's 21 points for no real benefit. So yeah, next phase, some kind of immolation aura for Warlock tanks. Future phases, please don't make every single talent build revolve around demonic sacrifice, even though they're going to do that. But I hope they don't. And a game that loves Aussies is OSRS. You do have servers in RuneScape, true. I know you have servers because I hover over them and it says 350 ping and I never click them. Unless I'm like buying something from a shopping game. I don't think RuneScape had Australian servers on release either. I mean, you just had nothing. Kill Jaden Cunning rune. I don't think they're going to add any significant mobility or, like, yeah, just mobility cooldowns. So I don't think we're going to get Heroic Leap, Kill Jaden's Cunning, being able to Lightning Bolt on the move, any of that. I don't think they want to make classes feel as though they can run about in circles and do their full rotation. I doubt we're going to get any of that. Any blacksmiths spawn around here? Oh, there's one outside. Anyone else lost sound? The sound should be okay. Yeah, it's still showing up on my end. Oh, you've lost sound. Muted? Hello? Hello? Is this thing on? How about now? I didn't press anything. Hello? Hello? It cut out with YouTube a bit. Weird. Not muted on YouTube though. What? I'm too busy griefing my group. Hold up. It's all fine now. Alright, that's weird then. I think we're done here. Let's head back. Yeah, I don't know what that's about then. It's alright now though, like you can hear stuff again at the moment. Or is it still completely broken? What the? That is weird though. I don't know what that's about. Is it still on? Still muted? What? Twitch is muted. Apparently I'm good on YouTube, but Twitch is muted. Huh? Hold up. Alright, I'm going to have to do some live troubleshooting here. You're probably going to hear stuff twice. Twitch/volume along with employees. Where are you? I don't know. It's not working. I'm muted against my will. I have no idea. It's just the multi-stream thing must have broke somehow. Yeah, bear with me a sec. I will see if I can fix. Try refreshing some things.
I haven't got all day.
And capture audio. Yeah, is it still muted at the moment on Twitch? just to check. It's like randomly muted itself mid-stream. Only here on YouTube. What the hell? I've legitimately no idea. Oh, we got 2K followers. Nice, sweet. I don't even know how. I don't even know if I can pause the Twitch live stream and just carry on Twitch. YouTube, sorry. Right, give me a minute. I'll be right back. Is there anything that's changed on Twitch? Because otherwise, I can't really just stream on one platform if I don't have the audio on the other. I think the multi-stream thing must have broken somehow. Because I haven't done nothing or changed anything. It's just kind of stopped working mysteriously. Still no audio. I've no idea. But it's on YouTube. Like, why is it just on one? Yeah, sound is fine on YouTube. So why is this happening, man? Everything's fine and looking as it normally does. I'm just messing with some settings, see if I can fix anything here. Right, I'm gonna try a quick restart. If the restart doesn't fix it, then it'll be a rip.